Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Ahmed and this is Egyptian Reacts and Reviews. Today we'll be watching episode 6 of the Sandman. But first please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. It helps me grow my channel and helps me gain more perks to present to my viewers. Also like the video and leave a comment if you want to. In the previous episode, we saw like a snapshot of a few characters in a diner where John was, and we saw how when he basically controlled their let's say controlled that he wanted them to do and act upon exactly what they were thinking, it turned out really bad and everyone just died at the end. It was a very interesting choice for me, which I loved, and it gave us a little bit of a sort of like an example of what will happen in the world if people are under the influence of the ruby and just act upon exactly what they're thinking. We ended up with John being captured and put to sleep by Morpheus, and now Morpheus is going to rebuild his realm, and I'm guessing the next part of this series, of this season, from this episode until the end, will be another overarching storyline after we have concluded the part about him regaining his tools and his powers. And from also this moving forward, like, I get that every episode there are characters that we never see again. One-time appearance. We see characters, we see events, but none of them ever carry to the next episode. The only person who was in multiple episodes was John, and now I'm guessing it's over. So maybe we'll see someone else take that role. Hopefully, it's a good episode. So let's get into it. Okay, things are getting better on Earth. He has a thing for birds. Okay.
Franklin. Come on, Franklin. What are you waiting for?
Who is she? Does he know her?
Okay, so what's the matter?
What do you mean?
I can tell something's wrong. I mean...
No, she's wearing the Key of Life symbol thing.
It's not like you.
No. Perhaps it isn't. It wasn't as satisfying as I'd expected. Meanwhile, my kingdom had fallen apart. My tools.
Is he having like a moment of crisis?
But in some ways I feel worse than when I started. I feel like
Interesting.
nothing.
He's just bored of his work and the past, like, 100 years plus were just, much fun, that he's disappointed it was over.
Oh, don't believe it. Let me tell you something, Bring.
Oh, so she does know him and he knows her.
You are utterly the stupidest, most self-centered, pathetic excuse for an anthropomorphic personification on this or any other plane.
I didn't think.
Exactly. You didn't think.
Heads up!
Oh, is she one of the other Endless?
You're as good as your friend, dude.
He's not my friend, he's my brother. And he's...
Yeah, she's one of the Endless. But which one is she? Death?
Sure, Franklin. You'll see me again.
Seriously?
Soon.
Oh god, he's gonna die. She's Death.
Desire was, but anyway.
With me gone, I have no doubt.
I don't know. I think Desire miss having their...
They keep mentioning Desire and nobody else, not even who she is.
Any word of the prodigal?
No. Still missing.
Who's missing? Not desire, okay, or death.
No. Not
She's
yet.
she's
Please.
death. Yep, I knew
It's
it.
time.
The necklace thing, it's the hieroglyph or Egyptian like symbol for something to do with life and death, and so I'm like, okay, I immediately thought she must be death.
When I was captured, it wasn't me they were looking for. It was you.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. I know.
What, she knows and she just let him stay there? Did she like somehow divert the spell to him?
Oh, no.
He drowned?
No. I need to talk to my wife for like 1 second.
Sam. Come on now.
So it's like they, for when she's like tells him, you know who I am, like for, I guess there's some way where they just
Sam!
realize it, figure it out. Like, wouldn't be your first thought when you meet some stranger, oh, you're death.
How do you do it?
Hello. Hello, baby girl.
The baby? Is it gonna be the baby? Please don't tell me it's not gonna be the baby. Yep, she's taking the baby.
Yeah. I'm afraid so. So there is little one.
All right, sweetie. Lunchtime.
We can go.
Eating.
He's, yeah, but she doesn't see what happens to everyone around the people she take. She,
Lovely.
I find myself wondering about humanity.
they didn't show it. Okay.
The sunless lands are far away and the journey is hard. Most of us will be glad for the company of a friend.
This is an extremely dark episode.
You've taught me something I had forgotten. I thank you, my sister.
Cool family dynamic. Just, you know, have a stroll taking people's spirits.
Over here!
One last appointment.
Oh, the guy.
That car came like this close to hitting me.
This close, huh?
Yeah.
Come with me, Franklin. I need to show you something.
Yeah.
Come on then.
Wow, he looks so weird with long hair.
Very well. But I do not see what purpose this will serve.
At least I get out and meet them. I just think maybe it would be good for you to see them on their terms instead of yours.
This is the first time he went to the real world.
I lost half my village to the Black Death. I fought under Buckingham in Burgundy. It's not like I don't know what death is. Death is... stupid. The only reason people die is because everyone does it. You all just go along with it. But not me.
Is he the one next in line to die?
I'm not going to die.
Hobbs, death comes for every man.
You don't know that. I might get lucky. There's always a first time.
I could grant him his wish.
Do that, and he will be begging for death within a century, I assure you.
Wait, did they... Seriously, she left someone alive forever as part of a bet?
Are you gonna tell him or should I?
Is that the man they were talking about meeting?
Very well, little brother.
It's been bashed too many times.
Very well.
100 years' time. On this day. I will see you in the year of our Lord 1489 then.
Oh, so every 100 years they meet to just like check and see if he is done living? Okay, that is very interesting, like,
That I'd still be here. Have I made a bargain with the devil?
No.
Then why aren't I dead? Long since. It's fucking brilliant. Chimneys. Not having your eyes watering all the time from the smoke. And now we have these little cloth pieces for your nose. In the old days, we just used our sleeves.
napkins.
But now, I've started in a new trade. It's called printing. Don't need to be a guild member, not yet. Never be a real demand for it, and it's hard work, but...
So you still want to live?
Oh, yes.
100 years then?
Well, kid, your theme as I saw it is this. For one's art and for one's dreams.
Wait, was that?
Tissa? My friend!
I need to get a good look at that guy.
Already made a start on him.
Hello, Hob.
Oh, Faith. That takes me back some few years. And a healthy gift of gold to the crown saw too. A knighthood.
Is it night now?
My fair Eleanor. The little Robin. My first son born in over 200 years on this earth.
In Faustus, when you wrote, "To God, he loves thee not."
Will, sit down.
Shakespeare? Is that William Shakespeare?
I would give anything to have your gifts. To give men dreams that would live on long after I'm dead. I would bargain, like your Faustus, for that boon.
Who is he?
His name's Will Shaxbird. Acts a bit, wrote a play.
William Shakespeare. Shakespeare. You butchered his name. He's gonna give him like the talent.
I, sir? Have we met?
We have. But men forget in waking hours.
Do not be so free in assigning plagues, fires, floods to the judgment of the Lord for our sake.
Well, now his wife and son are probably dead. He's gonna have a different view.
You sure I can't help you, sir?
No, thank you. I'm...
Touch me! Wait, fucking don't wait! Wait, get backwards!
Here's my guest.
What happened to him?
I lost it all. My land. My gold.
How? How exactly?
No.
Yeah. His son.
She died in childbirth. Death is a mug's game. I got so much to live for.
Seriously? Okay. 100 more years.
How can we order? 'Cause I'm about to beat the fucking table.
Wait, is that someone else also lives forever?
It's the same ship takes them across the Atlantic. then comes back here with raw cotton, tobacco and sugar.
Slavery.
It's a poor thing for one man to enslave another.
It's just how it's done.
I suggest you find yourself a different line of business, Robert Gatling.
What's your name?
I might ask both of you that same question, gentlemen.
Wait, that... Oh, is that the ancestor of Joanna Constantine, maybe?
They tell of a tale in these London parts that the devil and the wandering Jew meet once every century in a tavern, striking bargains with men, sharing gifts, immortality, which you'll now share with me.
Wait, is that the actual Joanna Constantine? And he made her immortal?
I'm Lady Joanna Constantine. You will both follow me, sir, as my coach is without.
So, Joanna Constantine is also a few hundred years old. Or... Or is this the Joanna Constantine he said I knew someone 300 years ago in the very early episodes?
So, I think you're here for something else.
And what might that be?
Interesting.
Friendship? I think you're lonely.
If you're here then too, it'll be because we're friends. No other reason. Right?
You met him literally 5 times in 500 years. 1989 now?
That's just bloody...
Why does it look like the Cain and Abel's house? Is this the real place where Cain and Abel's house is based on?
You waiting for someone?
I think I've been stood up.
This place has been sold to make room for new flats. The borough council are trying to stop them, but if you've got enough money in this country, you can do whatever you bloody want.
He's gonna buy the pub and leave it as it is? Oh, I totally forgot that at that time he was imprisoned. Okay. Oh, so he did want to come and he did think they're their friends. So he's what, like 32 years late? 34 years late? Sorry, 33 years late.
You're late.
I've always had it impolite to keep one's friends waiting.
My plan has failed. But don't worry. I have a new one.
Wait, so... So his capture was a plan from someone in the... At least 2 of the Endless? Is it death because she said, I know you're captured, or they wanted me? I don't know. But it's getting more interesting. And that was episode number 6 of The Sandman. I liked about it is that they did something very similar to episode number 5 that we saw, where John was able to stay in one location and then all the characters coming and showing up into this location. So the boundaries we had was the diner. Here it was sort of like the reverse. we had two people. In the first half of the episode, it was Dream and Death. In the second half, it was Dream and the friend. And then the time and the location keeps moving while those two characters are constant, which is very good. I love the way they're doing it. It's very different, and I am enjoying it very much. So basically, the first half of the episode, Dream goes to Death and basically tells her how he feels that basically going back to what he did before he got captured seems empty and boring and meaningless, and it doesn't satisfy him anymore after, having the last 150 years or so are different than what he's used to, and he actually seemed to have enjoyed the whole part about being captured and then trying to find his tools and rebuilding. But once that is complete and once that was concluded, now he feels that he's missing something, and he's missing something different that he wants. So Death tells him, you always, you're self-centered, you're only thinking about it from your own point of view, but you have been missing what, the life of everything like around you, and that we're here to help them, and that's alone is its own purpose, and it is a fulfilling purpose, because without dreams, people are basically what you saw in the previous episode. And then she tells him, let's go meet someone, and this someone turns out to be a 600-year-old man, which Death and Dream overheard talking in a pub in the 1300s, that he doesn't want to die and that he's going to refuse death. And so Dream at that point was completely unaware of humanity and everything, and he was interested in saying, okay, you think you want immortality? Like, you want to see how I feel living forever, and how terrible and like unfulfilling and torturous it is? And he says yes. So every 100 years they meet up, and every 100 years the guy refuses to die and says, no, I want to still live. Until he has these ups and downs. He loses his wife and child, loses his money, but then makes it up again, showing that people, like, if you live long enough, you'll eventually have all stages of everything. Sadness, happiness, rich, poor, family, no family. You'll have everything we experience in one lifetime. You'll just experience them at longer, for longer spans. That guy eventually calls him out and tells him, I think you're looking for something more than just seeing if I will ever want to die. I think you are looking for a friend, and I am the only one who actually lives for a long time, that you will not be worried that I will disappear. Or at least that's what I believe, that Dream knows that everyone will eventually die, that he cannot be friends with anyone. He has he has his Lucifer, those kinds of demons, which are not really friend material. So the last one in the 90s, he was imprisoned at that time, so he missed the meeting, and that was the meeting before was when he told him, if you come back, then it's because we're friends. And so he never showed up in the next meeting, but actually he wanted to, obviously. And once he got his tools and everything, and the first thing he did was to go and find his friend and tell him, yes, we are friends. So the connection here is like, I believe this is only the second time we see a personal connection. The first time being Nada in Hell in episode 4. But he actually eventually he punished her for eternity. He did not want to be like to know her or stay with her any longer. But this guy, he actually seems to enjoy having him as a friend. Very interesting episode. I liked it. It was also a transition into meeting the Endless, and we met Desire and we met Death. Death, of course, had more time. And what we found out from Desire is that basically Desire and someone else had someone else in the Endless were behind him getting captured. I don't know if when Death said, "I know they meant me and they meant to capture me when you were captured," is like a hint that Death is the other Endless who was involved in his capture. Because if not, then why didn't she help release him all this time? We'll see. I like the episode. I'm not gonna try to predict what's gonna happen because apparently I mostly am wrong most of the times. But at least now we know that we're heading definitely towards meeting the Endless and finding out, or like basically unraveling this scheme that caused Dream's capture in the first place. Thank you everyone for watching this video with me. Please subscribe to my channel, help me grow, and like the video, leave a comment if you want, tell me what you think about this episode, and I'll see you the next time. Thank you and goodbye.